So many tough choices.
She's filming us again.
Oh, no. Well, I've done Toby for a long time, so how about...
Okay.
No, I mean, how about somebody, a different one?
A different one? How about Aspen?
Sure.
You could try Sassy.
Uh-huh.
Just bigger chunks of meat,
Okay.
and don't put the stick in all the way, because he's a bit of a stick biter, too.
Okay. So
And you
bigger
get
chunk.
cute sounds when it's sassy.
Yeah. All right, so you want to do Sassy, Bella, and Aspen? Her infernal camera! Okay, so we came up with an idea yesterday, and I'm not going to tell you which one of your cohorts is in on this.
She ruins everything, remember?
So what we're going to do is we're going to draw species. And I haven't had a chance to come up with all the things I want you to research yet. But what we're going to do is everybody's going to get a species of cat that we have here at the sanctuary. And I'm going to come up with like 10 things for each cat for in the wild in reference to like eating, sleeping, roaming, conservation, endangerment based on their environment, what's going on where they normally live, that kind of thing that you guys need to come up with for tour facts to helpful, because a lot of people are asking for more, well, what about conservation of the animals? What's happening? So, to include more in the wild, this is what's happening to the environment that they live in, and these are the kind of things that we need to be doing to help save them in the wild. So you guys are going to help us with that. So everybody draw a little name.
I'm always last.
I'm last. You're second to last.
That's not this.
Well, here.
Bobcat.
When Gail said draw a species, I thought, well, Nicole could draw one.
Suck it.
Okay, show me your species.
Tiger.
Serval.
You may have to call it out. People won't be able to see this.
Jeffrey cat.
Sand cat.
Lion. Caracal.
Bobcat. And lynx.
I always have to go higher for you.
Lynx.
If you guys
Some
look,
of you want to do two.
if you guys look,
We still have Annette, and we have Vanessa's coming back tomorrow, and we have Andrew coming back on Monday. So let's don't get greedy. Everybody gets one.
She's going to come back first.
The first, and Andrew's the next.
Second.
Yes.
He's the second.
She said Monday.
Oh.
I don't know.
if you guys look up the Felid Taxon Advisory Group, so it's the Felid tag, sometimes they'll have like the most recent number of these cats in captivity and in the wild, and so that may be able to update some of the stuff that's on our site, because I know I haven't updated those numbers since like 2009. So at least you'll be able to get a number out of it.
So good. This will help us update our website. If you guys get us current information, then we can, update our Safari Guide website to current information too. So.
Well, an actual website that's in charge of information.
Is that the IUCN?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They have like all of these reports on what's threatening them and things like that.
So yeah, so maybe share that link with everybody.
No, they
so
have to find it on their own.
Or
You know what you do realize, you know what you sleep, you know what you eat.
You do my laundry for the next week.
Yeah.
I'll make you brownies. I'll make you brownies.
Okay.
2.
Well, I didn't realize they had bought him there. Wow.
They had
Yeah.
a policy at the time of if you want it, we can sell it. So.
And wasn't there a story about a guy who went in asking for an elephant and they took him to a back room and asked him what kind of elephant he wanted?
I don't know that.
Probably.
Wow. But yeah, I'm still trying to find out, trying to find a list maybe of who had them and if anyone has them today.
Okay, so when is going to be a good end date for you guys to finish up your projects and get those like printed out and submitted? Another week?
Boy, it got quiet in here. I hear crickets.
I still have a lot.
Well, your project is something you're working on with Carol, so you have a little bit more leeway than anybody else.
I'm still having a hard time finding if, like in Washington, like you wanted me to find if they, like, number of big cats they had prior to 2007 and after, and I'm having the hardest time finding any of those numbers, even on the USDA website.
I also had another idea for the gift shop. I have like these huge A1 sheets of paper, and what I was going to do, I like cleared it with honey, if it was a good idea with you, is find out facts for like species of cats and what's going on in their environment. Kind of
Well,
like
that's what we're doing right
yeah.
here too.
So I was gonna
we
like
can
do
work on that together.
A1 sheets, and then she can like rotate them every month and have them up in the gift shop so people can read them and they'll be up behind her. So
Okay, well, that can coincide with what we're doing here with the little species things
okay,
that we're doing.
If it's done in like a bulleted form where it's really short and to
Yeah,
the point,
it
we could
was-
make signs around the sanctuary so
Yeah.
that when you're giving tours, it would help people with their facts. Because I know a lot of people will ask me about an animal. They're like, "Where's it from?" And I'm like, "Looking at the sign."
Let's see, where's that sign?
And those signs were made like in the 90s, so those numbers have to be bad.
Oh, I love that. How old is it? Well, his sign says 93.
I usually, when they ask me that, I say, well, you know, with over 100 animals, it's a little hard to keep track of everybody's birthday, but who's standing over there by that sign? What year was that?
That's a good answer.
That's usually what I do.
Or I say, probably over 18.
In the teens.
If it's not max.
Since,
yeah.
you know, like 85% to 85 to 90% of our population's over the age of 18, I'm going to safely assume that over 18.
With Desiree, she doesn't have a year, do we?
Obviously, we don't know.
But do we have a ballpark guess? Okay.
We did not really,
Do
because
we
it's
know if Des-
adult. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, once they get to adult, you know, adolescence to adult, until they get to the part where they're like really getting old and you can tell all the signs of aging, it's kind of hard to tell exactly how old.
A lot of times what we'll do is assign 3 years at the time of the time that we
Oh,
get them
yeah.
because we know they're an adult by then, but after that it's
She could be
guesswork.
5, she could be 8.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to say.
do you know if she's a she or he is a she?
Yeah, Jamie wants to take that up with somebody too. She's certain that that's a
Because
male.
I've always been told that she was a she, so I just say that all the time until it's proven otherwise. I'm so
Yeah.
Yeah, because she came like in a crate like Nala did, and we didn't.
Well,
we
they
just-
had done all of that work at that rehab center in
But they
Arizona,
didn't-
and they
they-
insisted she was a she, but
She
who
could be
knows how
could
good
be
they were.
It could be a neutered male,
Yeah.
and they just neutered it enough that you don't even see the testicle sac hanging, which normally you would still see that, but she doesn't keep her tail up long enough for anybody to go, what's under there?
She just has that boy face.
And she's so
And she's big.
Yeah.
She's big. Yeah, so she may be a he, but
if it is a he, he's still going to keep the name.
Just do
I just
Des.
call Des. I call her Des.
Nico kept her name.
That's true.
I know some people started calling her Nika.
No,
I said,
it's
that
not.
is not her name.
And that's what they put on
Cute.
my
I think
suitcase,
Nico is
Nico.
Nika.
They don't put the L-E, it's Nico Cashman.
Oh.
I still got stickers on my suitcase.
Okay, so realistic end date for you guys to be done with your project?
Yeah, we got off of that one, didn't we?
Yeah, boy, they really swooped right in and changed the
I'm
subject
still
there.
after the Renaissance Fair, so
Right about the time that I'm not going to be here, and I'll unfortunately have to give it to you when I get there.
That means you're gonna have all this free time
No,
at home. to
no, because
research.
you still have 2 weeks, lady. All right, so come on, realistically, you can't just work on them forever. It's homework. You gotta turn it in.
there.
We'll do it the
No,
7th.
there. 7.
So that's another week.
Yeah.
I can join mine on Saturday at 9.
When do you leave?
On the 7th?
You leave.
Because I'm off tomorrow and I can work on it then.
Yeah, since I'm not on the plane, I do the 7th, take Saturday off.
7th,
to do
got it.
working and food.
I'm gonna start leaving even more phone calls and
Yeah,
voicemails from people.
Yeah, we're gonna make a vow and everything because it's gonna take all of us to do it.
Yes.
And since we don't have to be in the parking lot at 1 o'clock for a huge mass of tours today, maybe we can actually get that done today.
We are totally managing that chaos, though. I feel like this is, even though it's like a lot more time, this is so much less stressful than that Christmas to New Year's week.
Why do you think so?
Because, I don't know, I just remember this one day between the Christmas to New Year's week where we had so many tours out and we had all of these traffic jams. But the past couple of days, I feel like we haven't had any of those traffic jams. We're still able to do the tours. Nobody's out there for an egregious amount of time. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
it's
was
'cause we
actually
have-
surprised. You know, it's funny, we talked about that in the meeting about how there's still tours hanging around at 4:30 when she's trying to do the feeding tour. And when I came back through, she was over at Max. She had started at Shirkan in China. There were no tours on the property because I was going through and handing out meds and then closing lockouts on my way back. And everybody was back in the front by 4:30 last night. I was like, wow.
Because even if we are all going the same direction, we were able to like space it enough so that we were at Sassy, I think, while you were at Reno one day, and we're just like moving along, and we're not all conglomerating at the same cat.
And I think it helps if you all start in the same direction.
Oh, really?
Like
Because
if
I'm always the
everybody
one that's
goes-
going
Well,
backwards.
because remember when we did the Halloween thing, everybody had to go the same way because they had to end up at the same place. So if everybody's going the same direction, and then it moves. It moves.
That's a good, that's a good point.
We kind of let everybody go however they want. So like if there's a tour at Jumanji and another one's coming out, then we would go the other way.
Yeah.
But I think when you've got so many, they need to get out.
Yeah,
and
because
move.
then you will cross at the same time, and you'll be trying to talk about the same cat. But
Right.
this has also been good weather where the cats are out, so you can easily distract people. But
You're not all at the one cat who's
yeah,
out.
Exactly. Yeah, but
It
this has
made
even
cat
helped.
people traffic jam at Nikki Line out of nowhere.
Yeah,
That's for the traffic jam.
I
Like,
I
off
skipped
the-
her yesterday because of the traffic. Because there's like Valerie just went in and Babs was waiting. I was like, "You waiting for Nikki?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, moving on."
But if anything, that's enough space so you could have like 2 tour groups, one on either side of the mound, and you could just like share Nikki Lion.
Is that too many people?
I thought that was
I haven't seen her get stressed
She
out
doesn't
around
care.
that. Yeah, she doesn't care.
As long as there's no food involved, she's
Yeah,
like,
or
whatever.
wheelchairs.
What if
The
we ran
wheelchairs
barricade down the
excite
other
her.
side? So they could really, because you don't have people shouting over each other. We need to mow that anyway before it gets up
Well,
over
and it
our
needs to
heads.
be, it's very
Yeah.
bumpy, lumpy. We'd have to pull all that out and spread it all out.
We got that guy.
Yeah.
He's still here.
But this
Oh,
is
that's
even
funny.
helping the 2-hour tour guides not to be 2 hours.
Notice that?
I haven't had to pass certain tour guides and get dirty looks from them, so this has been working out really well.
Yep. Which is good, because that means that the weekend we'll probably be able to handle the thousands of people that we hopefully get here to make money for the cat food.
That would be interesting if we actually reached 1,000. That might get close to too much for us.
No,
I don't know.
1,000
They're
in
pretty
one day.
amazing.
If we have the 10 o'clock tour and the 1 o'clock tour, and we
It's
get
like
500
500 each
people.
tour.
Yeah.
Plus the kids tour.
We could do it.
Probably.
Okay, you take care of that.
I'll do a tour of 500. The information may get a little mixed up because they'll all
Well, we
have to
should
talk
just
to
do
each
like
other.
we did with the CFC, just have people stationed
Yeah.
in each cat.
It's true.
I mean, it's a little too much like a zoo,
Yeah.
but for the crazy amounts of people, that could be interesting. But
See how there's like a little, if you click on that, there's like a little.
Down here too.
What is down there?
The lady's down there too. See the lady face?
It's some kind of little Chrome thing. Like you can set up a face and be a user and it'll show you all your. Yes.
Can I ask you a quick question? If a cat doesn't like you in a clean section, can you still clean that section?
If a cat doesn't like you in a cleaning section.
No, if they don't like you at like.
Who doesn't like you and how are they cleaning?
Sasha, she was stalking me this morning and then she started digging.
Okay, so there's, you just walk away
Okay.
and go do something else. And then when she goes away, lays down and goes to sleep, then you quietly go back to finish.
I'll get out of the way then. Get out of the way.
Okay.